So, this is Black Light. Once again, I hope that this video finds you and your loved ones in good health, and all is well in your household, and experience equals plus knowledge of self equals wisdom. Now, I'm not going to go through all the run-ins I had with the Caucasian because the time I was going to school, that was in the 80s, late middle 80s, late 80s. See, I was pursuing a recording career, entertainment. I started when I was 12, and I lived in a neighborhood where it wasn't nothing but prominent uh, entertainers, Jackie Wilson, David Ruffin, all around the vicinity of Finkel and Wildermere. And like I said, I touched down in all parts of Detroit, Broad Street. I was over on Greenview and Joy Road, not too far from Judge Mathis, where he used to stay at, Hermit Gardens over there in that area. So I know Detroit. 24th and Buchanan. I used to stomp over there, see, because I had a singing group, and they stayed in various parts of the city at various times. So we was all over Detroit singing at the 20 Grand, singing at the Gray Stone. So I know Detroit. We had ran the Caucasian element out of Detroit into the suburbs. And by the time that I was going to Wayne County Community College, I was, going to give up the singing career because I seen some things in music business that I just couldn't agree with. And I decided to take up another vocation. But when I got into Wayne County Community College, and I looked at all these black professors, African history, and I showed y'all my English teacher, Kenny Kumasi, and so I started comparing the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad with what I was learning and running into that kind of knowledge at Wayne County Community College, the 4th Street part. And I decided that I wanted to get into TV and radio, because back in the 70s, I was influenced by this brother. His name was uh, Lawrence X was the one that really caught my attention, but it was David Rambo's show. It was David Rambo's, and it was called For My People. It used to come on TV. Then later, Tony Brown's Black Journal. So, I decided to go into broadcasting. So, Don Barton had before it was Comcast, he had Barton Cablevision. and he had a public access training program for those who wanted to get into television. And I attended that school, and I also went to Go Lightly. And you know, I said, well, I want to do this. While I was going to Go Lightly, I ran into a brother, was one of the brothers in this group, singing group called the Enchantments. He was going there too. So I think I heard him say something about R.J. Watkins had bought a radio and television station in Highland Park, and he was giving up workshops. So I got with R.J. and I knew that how I wanted to present my presentation would be different, you know, and I was gonna come in slamming, and that's what I did. But when I found out that the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was exact through my biology class, what I was learning in there, then uh, I wanted to pull all the nationalists and Pan-Africanists, Nation of Islam, the Moors. I wanted all them to have a show or a program over at 88.1, which was a television and a TV and a radio station. And this was all back in the early 90s. And I started putting them in, and I wanted I had the Shrine of the Black Madonna was over there, the Moors, some of the Moors was over there at 88.1, or either TV. Lawrence X, he eventually got a show over there. Uh, the Nation of Islam, the ones that were with Farrakhan, he had a radio program over there. One of his ministers, Minister Dawood, the Minister Levi, who used to be with Supreme Minister John Muhammad. He started his own temple. Also, Minister Sami and Supreme Minister John Muhammad was all over at 88.1, and a brother named Malik Shabazz, not Malik Zulu Shabazz. They both was in the New Black Panthers, but this brother had another organization called the New Gabi Movement. He was over there. And it was a bunch of, black power over at 88.1, and we were shining, and we made the Michigan Citizen. I don't know if we made the Chronicle, and it's a story in itself. See, I got a whole lot of stories that I could tell you, and a whole lot of experiences that I went through in the factory, working in Chrysler Fords, experiences going to community colleges, because I went to Oakland Community College also, and it's too much for me to get it all in these little 10-15 minute videos that I'm making. But I just wanted to show you the experience I have all around experience. Not only was I working factories, but my uncle taught me how to. This is my own. This was a business, Faith and Family Exports, where we sold fish, all other type of items. Also, what else? I had a janitorial service, and I made money like that. And then I also had a record production company. I still got it that I make music on, and every now and then you might hear one of my productions on YouTube. So I got experience in the entertainment business, in the entertainment world or the music world, experience on the streets, experience in the workforce, and also in the politics. I didn't stay there long because I don't like it. I started to get into it, but then when I seen how stupid it is, fruitless it is, I said, man, I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna. You can't change the system from the inside. There's too many white supremacist establishments or institutions, and you can't do it like that. So, you know, uh, I know myself, a thorough knowledge of self, but well, not all that thorough, but it's coming. And because I gotta learn the part where I master the power and force within myself, where I can heal myself, where I can will myself, where I can use my ESP. Now, when I master that, then I have supreme wisdom. This is Black Light.